Back at the Fel-Pro booth here at PRI 2017 with my good friend Ron Rotuno. Ron, we've got LS head gaskets. We've got a bunch of new products coming out this year. Why don't you tell me what we've got going with LS, HEMI, and Subaru?
We've added a lot of what we consider the modern muscle applications. So that would be the LS-based GM products, the 4.6 and 5.4 Fords, as well as the 5.0 Coyote engine, as well as the HEMI-based Dodge engines. And in addition to that, we've also added coverage for high horsepower Subaru applications. There's a 5.9 liter Cummins head gasket behind us. We've expanded our line of HTA, or high temperature alloy exhaust related gaskets, both for big block Chevrolets as well as for turbocharger mounting gaskets.
Ron, as we talk about gaskets, it comes to my mind that back in the day when I did my small block Chevy, I had these steel gaskets that were shimmed, and now you're talking about multiple layers. Why do we need multiple layers of gasketing?
You know, there are two different schools of thought. If you're building an engine that, say, is a 600 horsepower engine, naturally aspirated, a composite head gasket is going to work just fine for you. We still have plenty of racers and enthusiasts that use composite head gaskets, and we certainly wouldn't want to say don't use composite. But there are situations where MLS is beneficial, and that would be the higher horsepower applications, the one that use power adders, be it nitrous or turbochargers or superchargers, where you're going to get a lot of head lift. And head lift is simply when the head lifts up off the deck of the block when that cylinder is making power. The MLS head gasket is better suited to follow that head gasket, or that cylinder head rather, as it lifts up off the deck, so it maintains the contact pressure required to seal. And that's really the trick behind MLS. Is think of it as a big spring. If you also think of it as like a valve spring moving up and down, well, on a much smaller scale, that's what the head gasket's doing during periods of head lift. A composite head gasket will seal just fine in most situations, but when you get into those high head lift occurrences, that's when a composite gasket is going to have trouble maintaining that contact pressure required to seal.
What are we talking about here for special coatings?
Well, we use what's called an FKM coating. It's a rubber coating. It's a very high temperature coating, and that coating is what actually performs the micro seal against the head and the block. Your typical OE style coating will seal about a 30 RA or smoother. RA is roughness average, so a 30 RA or smoother is a pretty smooth surface finish. The coating that we've developed will seal to about a 60 RA or smoother surface finish. You can have a rougher surface finish with the rubber coating that we use because it is more conformable. RA is an inverted scale, so the lower the number, the smoother the surface. So whereas your typical coating will seal a 30 or smoother, we're up to about a 60 or smoother. So it gives the engine builder a little more leeway in terms of surface finish as they assemble the engine.
There's an anniversary coming up that's really, really special. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yep, in 2018, that will mark our 100th year in business as a brand, Fel-Pro brand. So we have been around for a long time. Initially, we were a manufacturer of horse blankets, and now we're manufacturing horsepower. So it's been quite a ride, and we're really excited. In light of that, we've got a new catalog coming out that we're launching here at PRI. We've got about 1,500 employees that manufacture Fel-Pro gaskets in Skokie, Illinois, which is just outside of Chicago. Again, we're really excited. Got a lot of fun things planned for 2018, not least of which is a brand new catalog.
Where can we go to find more information about Fel-Pro?
Well, probably the best place is felpro.com.
That sounds good to me. I'll tell you what, we'll be back with more here at PRI.